I wanted to do, like, I wanted to show you guys my favorite stuff from February. These videos are so popular and I literally love them. I did one of these for January on my shorts. I don't really think it really did that well though, so I don't know how many of you guys saw that, but I really kind of want to make this like a monthly thing. I'm gonna be talking about clothes that I was like obsessed with this month. I'm gonna be talking about all my favorite media from this month, and then I also have a few like little miscellaneous things that I just also really found myself like gravitating towards this month and I just loved. And then also I really want to talk about music also. I guess that counts under media, but in my opinion music should get its own category. So can we like bring back like cuffed, oh don't look at my feet, but like cuffed jeans like this? Like I feel like cuffed jeans were the biggest thing. Like I feel like that was a long time ago, like 10 years ago now almost, but they were so cute and I think we need to bring them back because they're just so cute and they literally are so practical. This is like the list of everything that I have, that so that way I don't forget anything that's not physical that I don't have here. Also, before we get into this video, I just kind of want to preface that this month was a very weird month for me. I got really sick, like literally the 1st of February, the beginning of the month, I got so sick. I got this like cold that's been going around, but it's not a cold. It is literally worse than COVID. If you've got it this year, you know this is no joke. It is worse than COVID. Like I got COVID and I remember thinking that was like the worst sickness that I had ever had. This one was literally 10 times worse. I can't even exaggerate. It took me 3 weeks before I finally started feeling like myself again. Like I lost all motivation to exist. I was like extremely like just tired, exhausted. After like my symptoms of like a cold went away, I was still so tired I couldn't function. I just didn't feel like myself at all. Literally this whole month was just so off. First thing that I'm gonna start off with is the clothing category. I have a few pieces of clothing that I was obsessed with this month, like could not stop wearing them. Like I tried to incorporate them in every outfit, and I also had a lot of like patterns and like colors that I was really obsessed with this month. One pattern that I've been so obsessed with, not even just this month, but I feel like for the past few months, but especially this month, like I was buying so much stuff with this pattern, are blue and white stripes. Oh my gosh, I'm literally obsessed with the blue and white stripes. I'm literally just obsessed with the color blue. Like I love blue. It's literally my favorite color ever. If you look at my room, it's just all blue, but especially blue and white stripes. Like if I'm going out shopping to buy clothes, the literal only thing I gravitate towards is blue and white stripes, and I have to tell myself no because I own so many blue and white stripes. But that was just kind of like a pattern that I was just really obsessed with this month. I couldn't even begin to show you like some of the clothing that I was wearing this month that were blue and white stripes because I have so much, like it's not even funny. But the next thing I was really obsessed with this month was this leather jacket, this like wine colored leather jacket. If you watched my like really big thrifting video from like this time last year, you would know this is like one of my favorite thrifting finds literally of all time. Out of all the things that I've ever thrifted in my life, I think this has been the best thing I've thrifted because I've never really grown out of it. Like no matter how my style changes, which it's changed a lot, this just is always one of those pieces that like I just can't get tired of it. Like it's so iconic, and it goes with so much stuff too. And especially this month, because this month was so bipolar with the weather. Like one day it would be 60 degrees, the next day it would be 30. So this was just a really good piece because no matter the weather I could wear it and still be comfortable, and it went with so much of what I was wearing this month. So literally love it, and the color is so cute. You can't really tell on here, but it's like a really pretty, almost purpley wine color, and I'm obsessed with it. The next thing that I was obsessed with wearing this month are these black flats. If you watched my the ins and outs video of this year, you would know that I really wanted to like get into wearing flats more often, and so I really tried to do that this month. These really hurt when I first got them. I originally had to get these for a show I was in, and so they really hurt, but because I had to wear them for the show, I broke them in, and so now they're like one of the most comfortable pairs of shoes I own, and I literally love them so freaking much. And also, like, black flats just go with everything. This thing that I was really obsessed with this month is this crochet sweater. If you crochet, then you can tell that this is not done. Like, there's still these little ends poking out, and that's actually because I just finished making this sweater like literally yesterday. Just finished the sleeve yesterday. This is what it looks like though. It is literally so cute. I saw a picture of it on Pinterest. I'll put it here. But I would say like the beginning of the month, I saw that picture and I knew that I had to have it. And so I decided to make it. And I've actually never made a sweater like this before. I feel like when I crochet, I always tend to gravitate towards smaller things so that way they can be done faster. But this was the first project where I really like committed to it besides my blanket that I made. Literally so fun to make, and I'm actually obsessed with it. Like I was saying about the blue and white stripes, like this piece is so my style, and I cannot wait to wear it because it's so soft and it's so comfortable. Okay, the next thing I'm going to get into is the miscellaneous category because I want to save the best for last, and the best for last is music and media. So we're gonna get into the miscellaneous category. First thing I've been obsessed with this month is this lotion. I have been trying to get off of scented lotions, especially when I'm looking to genuinely like moisturize my body, because I feel like scented lotions make me break out. Like I literally get hives every time I wear like Bath and Body Works lotion on my legs. I'm using it and it's been helping me so much because with like the weather's just been so weird recently, and when the weather gets weird, my skin starts getting so dry, and I mean so dry I can't even like move my fingers. It hurts too much. So this has just been a lifesaver this winter, because this winter we've literally had, and especially this month, we've literally had the weirdest weather ever, so this was a necessity. The next thing that I have are these two lip products. And I talk about these all the time. These were in my January video. These are in a video that I'm about to post. I love these things so much. It is the e.l.f. Cream Glide Lip Liner. I don't really know. Oh, it's in Mauve Aside, and it's my favorite lip liner ever. It was literally only like $4, and so I use it all the time because it's only $4. And then also paired with this Rhode lip tint in the color Toast. This has been my obsession. I'm wearing it right now just without the lip liner, so it doesn't really look like I'm wearing it. But this has literally been my obsession, and these two together look so good. And it's like, even if I don't have time to do my makeup or something when I'm like going somewhere, I just put these on and I look so much more put together. And these are just in all my bags. These are just, I love them so much. And then the next thing I have is this Burberry perfume. This is My Burberry Black. This literally smells so good. I just love this perfume so much. I really want to get more into like perfumes like this though, instead of Bath and Body Works. I also talked about that in my last video. So if you guys have any perfumes that you like, specifically more like vanilla smelling perfumes, please let me know, because I really need to find a perfume I like. But this is one of my favorites. So I've also been obsessed with wearing my actual glasses. I got these like last summer, and I loved them, and then I feel like fall I just kind of didn't really like them anymore, and I was kind of regretting getting them. But recently I've been getting so much more into them. Like I just love them. I think they're really cute. They, especially when I'm having like a jewelry moment, I just like putting these on and they make me look so much more like elevated and put together. The only problem with these are they're a different prescription than my contacts, so I can't like pop my contacts out and put these on really without having to have like a transition phase for my like eyeballs, which is really annoying. But I might have to go and get new like actual lenses put in them so that way they can be the same prescription. But yeah, I really like these glasses. And yeah, and then the last thing for this category, I have been I saw a TikTok like a few weeks ago where this person was like, if your days feel like you are living the same days every single day, you need to get a journal and you need to write down one memory from every single day. And I just started doing this when I saw that video. So all this month I've just been writing down like a memory from every single day, and it's kind of like journaling but without the commitment, you know. I don't know if I'm the only person with this problem, but I just don't like journaling because of how much time and energy it takes. And so doing something like this is really nice because I can just write down one thing from the day, which doesn't take a lot of energy or effort, but it also kind of ensures that I always have something to look back on, so that way I can remember every single day and not just, you know, days when something really happy or sad happened. Also just obsessed with this notebook. I got this for Christmas a few years ago, and I just never knew what I wanted to use it for, and so I'm really glad I saved it this long, because I've literally had this for like 3 or 4 years and I just never used it because it was just so pretty. I didn't want to like use it for like junk, so I'm really glad that I saved it for now, because I think this is the perfect notebook for what I want it for. And the next category, I don't know if I want to do... Okay, I'm just gonna do all media. I'm gonna be talking about books that I've liked this month. Books, music, and like albums I've been really liking. Musicals that I've really been liking, because I've been really getting back into musicals again. First, I'm gonna be talking about books that I like. Again, like I said at the beginning of the video, I got so sick this month, so I didn't really read a lot. I really tried and I really wanted to. I just felt so bad. I was just like too tired, and I just couldn't stay focused when I tried to read. So I didn't really read a bunch this month, but my two like highlight books for the month were The Great Gatsby and The Summer I Turned Pretty. No, these are not necessarily like my favorite books, but I'm putting these in the video because these were books that I was like really spending a lot of time in and reading this year, or this month. I keep trying to say this year. So the first one is The Great Gatsby. I never had to read this book for school, so this is my first time reading it. I'm not quite done with it yet. I'm gonna try to finish it tonight. But I really wanted to read this book because, first of all, The Great Gatsby musical is a thing, and I really want to watch that. But I am personally the type of person that I have to read the original material before I can read read or watch any spin-off things. I just was really tired of being out of the loop, so I decided to read this book. Originally I was annotating it, which I talked about in my last video, but as I got deeper into it, I just kind of wanted to read the material instead of having to worry about really comprehending every single thing. So I think the next time I read it, I'm gonna finish annotating it, but I just wanted to finish it, if you know what I'm saying, and I just got tired of annotating it this time. But yeah, this book it's not my favorite book. This book has a lot of problems with it. It is such a it's just one of those books where you read it and you can just tell exactly what time it was written in. And the next thing is The Summer I Turned Pretty. I was so obsessed with like everything The Summer I Turned Pretty this month. Like the end of last month, beginning of this month, I was so obsessed. I rewatched the whole show literally twice, like literally while I started making that sweater. I like watching something in the background while I crochet, so I was watching The Summer I Turned Pretty when I started that sweater, and then I was also reading this book. I actually haven't finished the book because literally in the middle of reading the book is when I got sick, so I just never ended up finishing it. So I do need to finish it, but I think it's something that I want to wait till it gets more closer towards summer, because I think it's just, you know, you have to read it in the summer. So I'm gonna wait probably a month or two before I finish it. But yeah, this book, I was literally just obsessed with this book. This month I was obsessed with the show. Those were the books I read. Those were literally the only books that I read this month. I also started We Were Liars, but I literally am only a few chapters in, and so I'm not gonna include that in this video because it's not like something I was obsessed with this month. I'll show you guys my favorite music of this month. Just prepare for a lot of Taylor Swift. I was very like not getting out of my comfort zone this month because I'm gonna say this for the last time, I was so sick. I literally couldn't do anything, and so the only thing I wanted to listen to was what I already knew. Albums of this month were The Tortured Poets Department. On Last FM, I think it said I listened to this album like 200 times this month, which is kind of crazy, but that album's just so good. You literally have to listen to it. I genuinely don't understand the hate it gets. It's probably one of her best albums ever. Go listen to The Tortured Poets Department because I obviously listened to it enough this month. Anytime that I would go to play music, it was like the first thing I would play, like every day. Actually, it's probably more than 200 times this month, honestly, because I think I listened to it 60 times a week, so it's probably more like closer to 300 times. Next album I wasn't like obsessed with it, but I was listening to a lot of songs from it. It was 1989. I have the vinyl. I was liking Out of the Woods, but on the original, not the Taylor's version, because we can listen to that now. Same with I Know Places. I was also listening to like Is It Over Now, Now That We Don't Talk, This Love, like just songs like that. And yeah, I wasn't listening. I feel like this was something I was listening to more in the beginning of the month. I feel like now it's just not my vibe right now. But yeah, and then I was also listening to a lot of folklore this month also. I feel like more towards like now though, I was listening to a lot of folklore, like not in the beginning, but I feel like, I don't know, I just remembered like The Last Great American Dynasty existed. Album I was really obsessed with, and I still am. I love this album. On My Heart is one of my favorite albums of all time. Was Scarlet by Doja Cat. Oh my gosh, this album is so good. It's so unlike like anything that she's ever done, which is why I love it so much, because I love that side of her, like the more like aggressive rap side over her more like softer music, or like pop stuff, if you get what I'm saying. Literally love this album to death. I have been listening to it since it first came out. I'm obsessed with it, and I randomly just remembered it existed again this month, so I listened to it so much this month. And the last album that I was so obsessed with is the Hadestown Broadway cast recording. Now, I'm just gonna say one thing right now, and I think that I'm going to get canceled for this, but I was really obsessed with watching or listening to this soundtrack before somebody sent me the like slang tutorial of Hadestown with Jack Wolf and Morgan Dudley in it. And then once I watched that, yeah, we were not going back after that. So now I only listen to the podcasts that people record and upload of them singing the songs. Cannot hear the songs sang by anybody but Jack Wolf now. It is actually so bad. I literally cannot listen to any other version. So I actually don't listen to the Hadestown original Broadway like cast recording anymore. I just listen to podcasts, but we're just not gonna talk about that. Okay, now I want to talk about musicals that I was really into this month. I have two favorite musicals this month, and I mean they are my favorite musicals of all time, but I was just especially obsessed with them this month. Watched Alice. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see. I watched Alice by Heart. All my friends were in it, and I was just so excited to see it. I got more into it after I watched it, and it was just like, it was one of the best shows that I've ever watched like live. Like it was so good, and I was so like immersed into the show. It was so good, and I love the soundtrack. I just love this whole show. It's so beautiful and like tragic. It's like one of my top musicals like of all time. It's literally so good. And then the next show that I was dangerously obsessed with, and when I say dangerously obsessed, I mean I've watched it and listened to it every single day for the past 2 weeks. It's Hadestown. That's probably not surprising. I have never been like a huge musical person, okay? Like I like musicals here and there. I've done theater since I was 10, right? But I just was never one of those like kids who like was always blasting musicals, and I was always watching them and stuff like that. And oh my gosh, I understand what they were on. And this show is literally like the best show ever. It's my top musical of all time. It's higher than The Sound of Music for me, which, if you know me, that's saying a lot, because The Sound of Music is one of the best musicals ever made, and I'm not gonna fight you about that. But I just was so obsessed with Hadestown this month. I don't know why this month, but I was just so obsessed with it. Maybe because I knew Jack was leaving. He literally left yesterday. That was actually so sad. They took their final bow yesterday. But yeah, I was just so obsessed with the show this month. I've been watching the like video that somebody sent me on TikTok of the whole show, and I'm just like, I'm obsessed with it. I love this show so much. I love the story. I love the plot. I love how the actors in this specific cast brought all the characters to life. And I've seen so many different versions of this show, and I've heard so many different versions of it, and I've seen people embody these characters in so many different ways. But this cast that was just on Broadway, they just left yesterday, was my absolute favorite. They just did it like so good. And so I was just like obsessing over that for the past few weeks and kind of mourning the fact that they were going to be gone and that I'd never get to see them live. So anyway, that is all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Please remind me to make one of these next month because I really want this to be like a monthly thing. I think these videos are really fun and I like filming them. So but yeah, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and let me know what you guys like really liked this month too, because I'm really like excited to hear what your guys' favorite stuff from this month was, or if you like had anything in common with me, let me know, because that's like, I just love reading those comments. But yeah, so thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have an amazing day. I will see you guys next week.